Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily free guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us for this journey of healing, self-expansion, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to remind us that we've passed the 500 marker of Reparenting Daily. As a celebration of that, I've opened the Patreon community for free membership so that you can join our Zoom calls for free. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and many people are struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting on themselves and to offer and provide a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to personally thank all of you who have been along for the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but I do sell the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along with all the monthly and weekly themes, and where you can also join us in our free Zoom calls to reflect on the weekly themes as we make our way through the year. This is something that I've opened up for free, but you can purchase the journal if you'd like to support the podcast. You can also just copy the themes within your own journal and follow us along there. If you'd like to support us in other ways, you can also join the Patreon with a paid subscription or also donate on Buy Me a Coffee. Just as a reminder, I've created another resource called Fairy Tales for Reparenting. This is a 3-volume series that organizes fairy tales from around the world into the 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle, to end. Now, these are fairy tales that come from Grimm's fairy tales and other traditions and other cultures around the world. And while you might think that fairy tales are for kids, actually, these stories contain profound truths and lessons that we can use in our reparenting journey. So these books are a very simple and creative way to connect to your inner child. I'd like to send a very warm thank you to Maria, who has been helping me to edit the books since I had some difficulties in the fall and I've had some issues with my eyes. So now the first 2 volumes are available on Amazon in ebook or regular book format, so you can check those out, and we'll be working on that last volume to release to you as soon as possible. But again, these stories are ways to connect with lessons that are shared across different cultures, to reconnect with your inner child, and to really teach yourself some lessons that have been carried down for centuries and millennia. As we're passing episode 550, I'd like to also turn your attention to the fact that I've changed the meditation at the end of the podcast, and so you can check that out now for a new experience of binaural beats. So this helps with binaural stimulation from the left to right ear, a bit like a replication of the EMDR experience. So I'm hoping that this can help bring you guys some relief, and we'll have other meditations coming soon as we progress with the rest of the year. So with these announcements now out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is also from the Ching, and we're going to be reading number 26, Ta Chu, Taming Power of the Great. Just as a reminder, we're in October and the theme is developing resilience and overcoming challenges. We're in week 4, the last day, and the theme for this week has been developing mental toughness. Hexagram 26, Taming the Power of the Great. In the face of rising tension, keep still. Honor and practice what you have learned from the Ching. A difficult and challenging time must be taken as an opportunity to express in the outer world our highest inner principles. This hexagram counsels us to keep still under pressure and embody the virtues of the Ching. In this way, even the most arduous trials can be met successfully. Others are often tempted to test the inner strength that we have gained through the study and discipline. By pushing and prodding, they hope to reveal weaknesses of our connection to truth. If we allow them to do this, we are undermined, and they go on unlearning and satisfied at having engineered our downfall. On the other hand, if we keep still and cling firmly to what is right, the power of the great, then eventually we can tame the negativity and instill in others the desire to grow spiritually. It is such challenges to our strength and character that enable us over time to embody and practice the strength of the Ching, a spiritual understanding that is not practiced under fire without value. Only by applying our knowledge in trying situations do we come into genuine possession of it. So use these tests as opportunity to purify your thoughts and actions. By holding to what is correct in face of pressure, you gain the strength and peace of mind of the spiritual matters. If you deviate from the path of the stage and act to punish or condemn others now, misfortune will result. Instead, meet attacks with stillness, acceptance, and fidelity to proper principles. Treat others with gentleness, patience, and forgiveness. If you are steadfast in this, good fortune will ultimately be yours. The first line, one wishes to advance aggressively against those who misbehave. Misfortune results. It is wise to endure the difficulty with restraint. In this way, the resolution comes sooner. Second line, you cannot overcome the forces opposing you by struggling now. Accept this and still yourself. Self-discipline preserves your strength for use in a more beneficial time. Third line, a way opens up to one who restrains his inferiors. By constantly renewing your humility, neutrality, and innocence, you make steady gains. Fourth line, it is futile to act out of strong emotion. Others will not be receptive. Still yourself, and let the door open of its own accord. Fifth line, the energy of desire is disruptive. Restrain this and hold to neutrality. In this way, the situation is benefited. Sixth line, obstacles are removed. Creative energy, guided by humility and correctedness, meets with success. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Hexagram 26, Tachu, taming power of the great, speaks to the discipline, patience, and inner control needed to channel great strength wisely. The image is heaven with a mountain, representing immense energy contained and refined through stillness. This hexagram teaches that true mastery is not the wild use of power, but the ability to hold it, store it, and release it at the right moment. In the context of developing resilience and overcoming challenges, Tachu reveals that mental toughness is built not in moments of action alone, but in restraint and preparation. It's about learning to govern your impulses, emotions, and reactions so that your energy can be used with precision and purpose. The mountain symbolizes stability. Heaven symbolizes creative force. Together, they remind you that endurance, wisdom, and grounded consistency forge the real power. This is the training ground of resilience, where everyday delay, tests, or obstacles become opportunities to build character and sharpen focus. From a reparenting perspective, Tachu represents the nurturing parent within you who teaches your inner child how to manage power responsibly. As children, many of us saw strength misused through control, anger, chaos, or abuse. Or perhaps we learned to suppress it entirely out of fear. This hexagram shows that the middle path is possible, the gentle discipline of self-regulation. Your inner parent now teaches your inner child. You don't have to lash out or shrink back. You can hold your strength quietly and use it when it truly serves you. This is balance between patience and potency. This balance between patience and potency is the essence of emotional maturity and the foundation of unshakable mental toughness. As we go into the journal prompts for today, number 1, where in my life am I being invited to practice restraint rather than force? And what might be strengthening in me as I await? Number 2, how can I build the muscle of calm focus, storing my energy instead of reacting impulsively? And number 3, what does it look like for my inner parent to help my inner child feel safe holding power without the fear of losing control. That's it for today, and as always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back, welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.